Hello, welcome back to my channel That's Princess Things. In this HTML tutorials, we have seen many things till now about basic elements, attributes and headings. We have seen many things. Today we are going to see all about HTML links. In these HTML links, we are going to see many things. One by one we see. Links are found to be nearly on all web pages. In any web page, you can see many links there. And links allows us the user to click the way of the page to go. From one page to another page you can go or navigate through these links. So links are seen everywhere in any web page. So HTML links is also called as we call it as a hyperlinks. So HTML links are hyperlinks. You can click on link and jump to the another document from one type of document to another type. For example, a login page to another page you will go. So these type of things are how will gonna happen. The inside will be the clicking process can be done from the outside, and inside will be a links. By these links, use of these links, we will navigate from page to page. So when we move our mouse over the link, the mouse arrow will turn into a little hand. When we this little arrow which we have in a mouse tab, if you go through the any link, it will change into a hand, a little hand tab. You can observe many times while going through the any website. You will observe this thing. And the main thing you can have to be notified here or noted here is the note point. A link doesn't have to be a text. Link doesn't have any text, so it might be a text or not be. A link can be an image or any HTML element. So not only text but also image can be as a link, or you can add the HTML element as a link. Not only the text, you have to be aware of that thing. And HTML links, the syntax of this HTML links will be like this. The HTML link attribute will be identified by using the A tag. This A tag defines the hyperlink. The following syntax is like this. The A tag is open here, and we have the href attribute. Hyperlink reference is a URL. You have to specify here the value of the URL you have to give, and the alternative text which you want to print that for that link will be given here. Like in some website we can see here, click here to go to that page, visit our website. Like this types of text we can observe. By clicking on those links, we will be navigate to the other web page. So likewise you will get these links in our web page. The most important attribute of A element is href attribute. By using this attribute, we will assign a value or a web page link URL you can specify here. So indicate links destination. Here the link destination where we have to navigate. The destination of our process will be given in that the href attribute in the A tag. So the link text is a part, it will be visible to the reader. Yeah, here in this example you can see here I am given as a link text. This link text is a part that is visible to the reader. For example, if anyone is going through the website, the text should be click on here like this. The text which is visible to the reader will be the link text. Clicking on the link text, it will send to the reader to a specified URL. If you click on that particular text or anything which is of in a tag with a href URL link, then you will be specified or sent to that specified URL address. So this is the example you can observe here. The example shows the create a link to the w3schools.com. You can try here in this example, then you will get a clear idea on that. Yes, here is a simple example of h1 tag and a p paragraph tag. H with the href we have. I am giving the URL of a http w3schools.com. I am given this website link, and I am writing here visit w3schools.com. So if you I am running this, I am getting this output. If you click on this link, you will be navigated or go to this page, the page which you have mentioned in this href attribute. The value of the href attributes you will be navigated to. So this is about this hyperlinks, how to specify and how to use this attribute. By default, the links will be appears in the following browsers. In some browsers, by default, some unvisited link. Some, if you didn't click it, then that link will be underlined and it will be blue color. You can observe in many websites. If you visited that website, then it will be underlined in purple color. And if the link is active, then it is underlined and red. you can observe sometimes link will be ready, you will never notify that when the links will be that color, but the main reason is the unvisited or visited or active link, still you are using that link or the browser is still open, then that is known as active link. You can try this example, you can observe in this. Here is the link is in which color, blue color with underline. I am visiting this website, it is turns into red color, have you observed that? And this is the website, it is open. So likewise the color of the will be changed like this. Here is the blue, I am visiting this, this is red color, I am visiting that. So like that we can do these things, then these colors will be changed. Next links can be of any course to be styled with the CSS to get another look. So by using stylings you can apply to those links, and many things you can style it by using this CSS. So next HTML links have another attribute called as target. By default, linked page will be displayed in the current web browser. To change this, you must specify another target for the link. For example, if you are making any link in your web page, by default the linked page will be a current browser. If you are using in a single browser, defaultly take the current browser. If you want to specify another browser or anything, or another web page or another page like that, you can use this target attribute. Target attribute specify where to open the linked document. You can specify where to open the document. For example, if the document is not secure and you not open the document in that browser, so you can change it into the other browser. So you can specify where to open that linked document with this target attribute. Target attribute have many values like self, blank, and parent, and top. So let's see one by one. Here dash self is nothing but a default one. Whether it you default one means nothing but in the current browser it will give that. If you didn't mention, it will take as a self that opens the document in the same window or same tab as it is clicked. When we click on that link, if the target is self, if you defined or undefined, it is a default one, so it will go to the target page in the same window or the same tab. So if you have given a dash blank underscore blank, then it opens the document in a new tab. For example, some pages will be there, it will if I click something, let's observe these things only. If I have given a here you have seen I am given a try it yourself, this is a suppose this is a link, yes, link. If I you can see a normal arrow indication mouse will be, if I go to the click, it will turns into a small little hand. So if I click on this link, it will go in and taking to the other tab. The target, how this link will be mentioned with a target attribute called this dash blank, I mean underscore blank. So like this it will go into the other window or a tab. Next another one is underscore parent. This tab opens in the parent frame. In that frame only it will gonna open that. For example, you can see this website, I am opening some HTML CSS here. It will take in the same tab. In this same tab I am going to the next link, I mean in CSS form, and I am going to the HTML link, so I am changing it to HTML. Now in this tab only I am changing these things. So likewise you can do here by using this underscore parent value in the target attribute. So and next we have a underscore top, opens the document in the full body of the window. Unlike in the small parameter, we can open this document the full body of the window. Total window will be like this if you use this underscore top value in this target attribute. Like this we have these 4 values. You can specify any of them based upon your requirement. By using this target attribute you can specify where the link to be opened, where the document which you have linked to be opened, likewise whether web page or document. So like this you can do by using these things. So let's see an example, then you will get a clarity on that. So this is the example where we have a tag with href. attribute and given some website link URL, and next I am giving a target attribute also. I am target giving as a blank, so it is nothing but first one it will open in the new browser or tab. If you given self in that window only, if you given blank in new browser, you can see this is a VSchool website. If I am clicking on this, it will go to the under tab. It open before example, you can see that if I clicked on this site, the website will be going to display in this tab only. Here I am giving for example, default one is self, or I will specify that as self. Here I am specifying it as self. I am going to run this as it came, and now I am applying clicking on that link and getting in this page only. So this is how self and the blank will work. I am giving a blank as the here. I'm going to run this. I'm getting the link. This here you can see another window is open for us. So likewise you can do many things, and we have other options like parent. So in that only, and next top, like you can use that based upon your requirement. Next we have an absolute URLs versus relative URLs. Let's see what is meant by these URLs. Both examples are both examples we are using are absolute URL. Like a full web address we have specified, like here you can see the HTTP / and www dot. I have mentioned a full URL here, you can see this. So these giving full URL is nothing but this type of links is nothing, URLs is nothing but an absolute URL, a full web address we can say. In the href attribute is called as giving absolute URLs, or a local link or a link to the page within the same website is specified with a absolute relative URL. Within that website you have to navigate or local links, so then you can specify in a relative URL. No need to give an entire URL of your web address or anything. You can skip this part, http /www.com part you can skip. Without this part also you can specify, that is nothing but a relative URL. Like you can see here example, some absolute URLs. You can see a big website URL is mentioned here. You can see www.http some big URL.com, like that. Here you can see the simple URL, which is nothing but relative URLs, where we have specified that only the application or not the entire address, HTML underscore images.asp. Likewise we have given, let's try this example and you will get a clarity on that. So this is the absolute URLs. Like we can see HTTP 3 schools. I have given title and Google, very nice. And relative URLs I have given see, I will click on this, what will get, so you will get this images page in this particular website. So I'll gonna run once again. If you click on this CSS tutorial, you can see you will navigate it to this website, which is in this only, so that you can just give a /CSS, just a path, which is the path specified for this link. CSS tutorials I have given path css dot default dot asp. So likewise, for example, you want a page or like that, you can have to specify the entire links. These things are is only the early 3 schools website. So I am giving it in a relative URLs. Within this website I am using these things. Then you can go for relative URLs or another source or another web page. You are going to do that things, you can use absolute URLs. So based upon the requirements and the things, you can use respective URLs there. And next, HTML links. Use an image as a link. You can also use an image as a link, not only the text or anything. You can use any images also, or any HTML tags also, like this. HTML links use an image as a link. To use image as a link, we must just put an image tag inside an A tag. We have to do one thing, that is nothing but in the A tag we have to mention the image tag only. See here I am opening the A tag with href is some link, a specified thing to where we have to navigate, and in the image source we have to, in the image tag we have to give source, same as image tag, in which we have a source attribute and alternate attribute and style attribute based upon our requirements. So whether it is optional, or if you wanna have alternative text for that image, you can add alternative, or if you wanna style with required customer requirements as per, so you can use that stylings also. So this is an example of HTML links using an image. So image links we can use. So this is the image link. Try to click on it. If you can click on it, it will go to the default ASP. So I will gonna run it, and the image is below is a link. Try to click on it. I'm clicking on it. You'll go it directed to the web page where we have given default ASP, means the same web page which we are running in. So W3 is opening here, we can observe. So I'm giving this smiley emoji with a text of if I given something wrong on this image name, then it will give the alternative text there. So like you can see HTML tutorial. If you click on this link also, you can redirect it to that. So unlike these things we have to mention correctly, then you will get the proper image with an alternative text. It is there, and you can mention the stylings for that image. You can also do so like this. Not only the text we have to click, we can click all the images, then we redirect it to the other pages. So that is called HTML links using images. And next, a link to the email address. Some people in some website, we need to go to the another web page which is of an email address. So link to, you can also link to the email address. Mail to, use mail to. You have to use this thing mail to inside an hrefs attribute to create a link that opens the user's email program, and then let them send a new mail. So how to link an email address, like by using this mail to in the hrefs attributes to create a link that opens user's email program to let them to send an email. So like this, try this example and you will get some brief thing about that. So here I'm using a tag in which a tag hrefs is equal to mail to. Someone's mail is mentioned here. I am sending mail. So likewise, if you click on the mail, you can create a link that opens the user's email program. So to let them to send a new mail to hrefs attribute. If you can this send, you will go to someone. Example here it is, which is not available. As you can see, it will asking some things. So I'm going to. Okay, so these things, so you have to specify someone's mail, then you will redirect it to that mail. Here someone's mail is just for example. So let's do your own by giving your mail. Let's see how it will happen and try yourself. Next, see button as a link. You can also give this buttons as a links. Like we have see click here, like here is a try itself is a button, you can say. So in some pages, web pages, you can see these type of things. To use this HTML button as a link, we have to add some JavaScript code there. So on clicker like that we will have in that. So JavaScript have to be aware of that JavaScript. JavaScript allows you to specify what happened at certain events such as click of button, like everything. JavaScript specifies many things and many advantages that they will add. So try this example, not a clear idea, but you will get somewhat clear on that. So you have button tag and on click attribute. On click we have to go to that page, and some text is there. Here I am using a button form. Here on click is equal to something is related to JavaScript. Coming days we will maybe discuss JavaScript, then we will get clear idea on that. So up to now, from the buttons also we can use these links to navigate from one document to another document and another things. We can do that by using buttons as a link. Through JavaScript script concepts, and we can also have a link titles like the title attribute, which we have discussed in the earliest HTML tutorials. So title attribute specifies extra information about the element. The information is most often shown as a tooltip text when the mouse hovers the element. If the mouse over the element, then we will get tooltips in some pages. You can observe that. So that is done by using this title attribute. If you specify something as title, then if you go to that link, it will give that information in tooltip. It just provides an extra information. Here I am going to the link through. I am getting a go to w3.com's HTML session. I am getting the tooltip there because I am mentioning that thing in the title bar. So if I to provide the extra information, what will gonna happen if I click this link? Somebody don't know whether in some website it is not clear what will happen to click by clicking on that something. So it will gonna be get by using this title bar which is displayed on the tooltip text, so that will help you. So better to use these title bars while using clicks or any links. So more on absolute URLs and relative URLs, how to use those same syntaxes which I have seen earlier, and you can go through the many examples which is present here. So up to now we have seen a element, hrefs attribute, and also a target attribute in the a tag, and also we can use image attribute in the a tag, and also mail to redirect it to a mail, someone's mail. You can specify their mail to by using mail to. By this they create a link that opens in the user's email program. So that will be a very useful for some website to create get the information to your mails. Next, move on to this link colors. As we discussed, link colors, how will change from color to color, what will gonna happen what's the reason for changing the colors of the links. We can see here, as we discussed in the earlier. In the HTML, link is displayed in different color depending upon whether it is visited or unvisited, or the link is still active you're using on this web page, or you have closed that web page which has opened, we have go through. So like this, it will specify the link status, we can say. By default, the link will appear in all the browsers. An unvisited link will be kept in the mind, the unvisited will be underlined in blue color, and the visited will be underlined in purple color, and the active link will be underlined in red color. So like this it will gonna see. Yeah, unvisited link is underlined in blue, and visited link will be underlined in purple, and active link will be underlined in red. So by this we can specify the link status, and we will get to know whether we have clicked once or not. Like these things we can conclude by the color of those links. Next, you can change the link state colors by using CSS. If you don't want to be see your link with a blue color in your web page, you can also change those links by using these types of stylings. However, an unvisited link will be green with no underline, a visited link will be pink and no underline, an active link will be yellow underline. In addition, when your mouse click on a hover, it will be red and yellow and underline. Here what we have written in the stylings given in a text form. Let's see one by one. Here I am taking an A as a link which is of a green color and background transparent, and color decoration is none I am given. Color green means A link is I am giving an unvisited link. Just try see the whole example we here. Go to try it yourself. I am going there. Yes, you can see here. I am taking this as a link. I'm giving green and background color transparent, and decoration none. Text decoration none is nothing but an underline part. And next A as a visited. Visited means I have to take it as a pink, and background color is transparent, and text decoration is none. And hover means what is nothing but if you go on to that link, if your mouse is on that link, then you record as a hover. Then color will be red or transparent, and text decoration none means without underline. Text decoration underline means it have to be underlined. And next active, if the link is active, it will have to take away yellow color and transparent, and text decoration will be underlined. So like this I am given the stylings. This is the link color, and its normal text is given here. And I am giving some link called here you can observe link colors. Here I am giving a target hrefs A. Here you can see. Here HTML image is the text of the link of HTML images. So this is the link which I am not just looking in the website. It's not. I don't know it is a link or not. So it is the unvisited one, a normal one. So it will be in a pink color and transparent and none, no underline at all. If I click mouse on that, that is means hover. You can see here in the hover what we have seen, a red color and should be transparent and underline. If I click on the mouse and the hover, then it will be a red color and underline and transparent. It's very nice. And if I click on that link, it will open. And you are closing here, clicking here, you can see observe yellow color. Within seconds you have to observe that. Here you can see I am getting a yellow color there. After clicking on that, yes, yellow color is coming. So I am making it as an active. So then the color will be active, yellow and transparent and underlined. So likewise you can do the things, and you can styling your links also by using this CSS and many things. You can style your pages by using these kind of things, and you can use images,
Not pages.
images also. And link buttons, a link can also be styled as a button by using CSS. A link can also be button, like we can do as button here. This is the link, and you can make it as a button. It will be a nice things to do in your website to look more attractive than the unusual than the normal one. Here I am making as an a link. If it is visited, then I have to be white. Or padding something is going to text center and text decoration and display inline. And however, if your mouse is on that and if it is will be active, then it will be a red color. And I'm giving style button and many things. And yeah, this is link. This is the button which we say this is the link. Actually, this is the link, but it is given as a form with a styling purpose. If I not visited, still not visited, then it will be this. You can see here in the red color, background is red color. This is the hover or anything. If I click on this, it will be a red color. I'm making it as an active, then it will be a white color. You can see in white color it will change. Yes. So like things you can do. Try many more examples on your own, then you will get a clarity on that. HTML link tags, by using this hyperlink a tag you can do many things here. And also one more thing, in the links you can observe that create a bookmarks in the HTML by using these links. HTML links can be used to create bookmarks so that the readers can jump to the specific parts of the web page. From web page you can jump to one part to the other part by using these links. You can create bookmarks. Creating a bookmark in the HTML. Bookmarks can be useful if a web page is very long. In some web pages are there very long web pages, so 3 to 4 pages will be there, and many more pages you can go through those web pages. To create a bookmark, the first you have to create a bookmark and then add a link to it. First you have to create a bookmark, then you have to add links to it. When the link is created, your page will scroll down up, down or up at the location with the bookmark. By using that bookmark, you can go up and down in these web pages. By using these bookmarks, we can navigate from one place to another place and jump to the specific parts of your web page. Like that we can do. Example you can see here. This is the h2 tag where I have using an ID attribute to create a bookmark. I'm using the ID attribute of C4 basically because this is a chapter 4. Related to the content, we have to give the specific ID name. Then add a link to the bookmark. Jump to the chapter 4 from within the same page. Here I'm adding the bookmark, which is a link of that with a tag. Hreference is equal to hashtag of here. If it is an ID, you have to use hashtag of ID name. If it is other, you have to you make it as dot. If it is a class, you have to use dot. If it is an ID, you have to use slash. So jump to the 4th chapter. If you click on this jump to the 4th chapter, you will go to this particular tag which is a particular content which is having that ID. So likewise here I'm going to in this website also I'm navigating to many things, like I can go to jump to formattings, or I can go to HTML styles, or I can go to HTML CSS. What is going, how I am jumping from one side to another page or one part of the web page to the other part by using these links or jump attributes, I mean IDs. We can do that. Like I'm making this example. Like you can see here I'm using giving all the IDs. Here you can see here H1 ID and chapters and many things. Here I'm not only giving many for all the chapters, I'm giving just for 4th chapter and 10th chapter. In this is the whole web page. I'm giving links to these chapters. If I click jump to the 4th chapter on that, you will go to I will go to the 4th chapter. I will get that one. I'm running this once again. If I this link is already visited, so it is a blue color with underline and purple color with the underline. And next this is not visited, so that is a underline in blue color. I'm clicking on that. I'm going navigated to the 10th chapter. So like this we can do. If your web page is too long, we can jump to the specific part of that web page by using these IDs specified in that particular HTML element. That ID should be included in this tag with a href attribute. So you can also add link to the bookmarks on the other page not only in that page, but you can also add to the other page by using the URL here in the hrefs. Likewise, you can do that. Use the id attribute. Id is equal to value to define a bookmark. First we have to define the bookmark by using this id attribute, which is done here in the HTML element which we have to visit. Use the id attribute comma is equal to value, the brackets value. This is the syntax of that. And the second thing what we have to do, that we have to create a link for that bookmark, which bookmark we have created, and we have given an id. The same value of that will be taken and specified. You have to specify it in that href also, so that we can link to that bookmark. So this is all about the link bookmarks, and we have exercises here and HTML links. So practice those many more examples and do simple examples on these by HTML links. You can give text as an link, and HTML elements as a link, and also colors and images also we can give, and you can add bookmarks if your web page is so long. So you can do many things here. You can change your colors of the links, or you can make it as a link as a button, and you can apply different stylings to your web page based upon the status of the link, whether it is active or hover or unvisited or visited. Like, you can do many things, and you can style your web pages by using CSS. So that's all for today, all about HTML links and colors, HTML bookmarks. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you have to try many more examples. Interesting. I think everyone feel this concept as an interesting. So if you like this video, make a big thumbs up below, and subscribe to my channel. If already subscribed, click on the bell icon to get notified each time when we upload a new video, so that you will never miss any video of ours. In the coming concepts, we will gonna explain HTML images, tables, how to use list in the HTML, and many more things. So stay tuned to our channel. And if your friends are in search of any web developer sites, and suggest this site, and any tutorials they are searching for, prefer our tutorials, so they will help get things clear. We are using a simple English to understand each and everyone. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.